Bookshop presents the 5 best sports romance novels. Let's get started with the list. Starting of our list at number 5. The Hookup. Anna Jones just wants to finish college and figure out her life. Falling for star quarterback Drew Baylor is certainly not on her to-do list. Confident and charming, he lives in the limelight and is way too gorgeous for his own good. If only she could ignore his heated stares and stop thinking about doing hot and dirty things with him. Easy, right? Too bad he's committed to making her break every rule. Football has been good to Drew. It's given him recognition, 2 national championships, and the Heisman. But what he really craves is sexy yet prickly Anna Jones. Her cutting humor and blatant disregard for his fame turns him on like nothing else. But there's one problem: she's shut him down. Completely. Football has been good to Drew. It's given him recognition, 2 national championships, and the Heisman. But what he really craves is sexy yet prickly Anna Jones. Her cutting humor and blatant disregard for his fame turns him on like nothing else. But there's one problem: she's shut him down. Completely. That is until a chance encounter leads to the hottest sex of their lives, along with the possibility of something great. Unfortunately, Anna wants it to remain a hookup. Now it's up to Drew to tempt her with more sex, more satisfaction, more time with him. Until she's truly hooked. It's a good thing Drew knows all about winning. All's fair in love and football. At number 4. The Deal. Hannah Wells has finally found someone who turns her on. But while she might be confident in every other area of her life, she's carting around a full set of baggage when it comes to sex and seduction. If she wants to get her crush's attention, she'll have to step out of her comfort zone and make him take notice, even if it means tutoring the annoying, childish, cocky captain of the hockey team in exchange for a pretend date. All Garrett Graham has ever wanted is to play professional hockey after graduation, but his plummeting GPA is threatening everything he's worked so hard for. If helping a sarcastic brunette make another guy jealous will help him secure his position on the team, he's all for it. But when one unexpected kiss leads to the wildest sex of both their lives, it doesn't take long for Garrett to realize that pretend isn't going to cut it. Now he just has to convince Hannah that the man she wants looks a lot like him. At number 3. Culty. When the man you worshipped as a kid becomes your coach, it's supposed to be the greatest thing in the world. It didn't take a week for 27-year-old Sal Casillas to wonder what she'd seen in the international soccer icon, why she'd ever had his posters on her wall, or ever envisioned marrying him and having super playing soccer babies. Sal had long ago gotten over the worst non-breakup in the history of imaginary relationships with a man that hadn't known she'd existed. So she isn't prepared for this version of Rainer Culty who shows up to her team's season, a quiet reclusive shadow of the explosive, passionate man he'd once been. Nothing could have prepared her for the man she got to know. Or the murderous urges he brought out in her. Sal, please don't make me visit you in jail. Orange isn't your color. This was going to be the longest season of her life. At number 2. The Friendzone. Gray doesn't make friends with women. He has sex with them. Until Ivy. The last thing star tight end Gray Grayson wants to do is drive his agent's daughter's bubblegum pink car. But he needs the wheels, and she's studying abroad. Something he explains when she sends him an irate text to let him know exactly how much pain she'll put him in if he crashes her beloved ride. Before he knows it, Ivy Mackenzie has become his best texting bud. But then Ivy comes home, and everything goes haywire. Because the only thing Gray can think of is being with Ivy. Ivy doesn't have sex with friends. Especially not with a certain football player. No matter how hot he makes her, Gray drives Ivy crazy. He's irreverent, sex on a stick, and completely off limits. Because Ivy has one golden rule: never get involved with one of her father's clients. A rule that's proving harder to keep now that Gray is doing his best to seduce her. Her best friend is fast becoming the most irresistible guy she's ever met. At number 1. The Perfect Play. The last thing event planner Tara Lincoln needs is the jet-set lifestyle of a football pro like Mick Riley, even though their steamy and passionate one-night stand proved that Mick is an all-star both on the field and in the bedroom. Tara played the game of love once and lost big, and she doesn't intend to put herself out there again, especially with a certified heartbreaker. But when Mick sets his mind to win, nothing will stop him. And he has the perfect play in mind to catch this sultry vixen.